Nikola Jokic playing in his 65th game, now eligible for postseason awards or NBA awards.
I wasn't going to vote for him.
And he's making the most of his time on the floor. He's the only guy starting who normally starts, and he's played 18 minutes and has 23 points.
Wow.
And 8 rebounds. It's NBA halftime. It's presented by Hyundai. Ernie Johnson, Charles Barkley, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal on the final night of the regular season. And we take a look at the epic moment presented by Hyundai. And a closer look at the night for the Joker. 23, the Spurs resting Wemby. They got some starters playing.
Yeah, but it's just
Castle's playing.
Yeah, Fox
you
is
just
playing.
take this guy for granted, man.
Yep.
It's just amazing how great he is.
Yep. 7 out of 12 from the floor, hasn't missed from the free throw line.
There you go, kid.
And a few picks. And a few picks of the first half from the Diesel.
Yes, I love the way he's playing. Roll the tape. Listen, this guy will always be in the MVP category. He's playing great. I said earlier, Ernie, if I'm him, I want that number 3 spot. I want Minnesota in the first round because he always has his way with Gobert. He's playing with great energy, not worrying about getting hurt. I don't know if he's trying to get the MVP, but listen, he's playing great.
Oh, he's trying to get the MVP. That's why he's playing.
And if he does win it, congratulations to him again. But
Why not? That's not
great
your
player,
fault.
Ernie. Playing great.
Yes, he is.
Happy for him. But, Ernie,
Yes.
you know, whenever we tried to, when we knew we had home court advantage, we didn't worry about the team, but we liked our matchups. Like, okay, I want to play him in the first round because it's going to be easy. Doesn't matter who we have to play in the second round or the Western Conference Finals. So again, if I'm Joker, he's always had his way with Gobert. That's who I want in the first round.
San Antonio's locked into the 2 seed, so the game means nothing to them. Denver, with a win, will be the number 3 seed, and as Shaq points out, take on the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round. But if Denver should blow this lead, lose this game, and the Lakers win, then the Lakers would be 3 and Denver would be 4. Let's see what the Lakers are up to as they're home against the Utah Jazz.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know.
This music sucks.
This music.
I mean, when I said I mean jazz.
Oh,
He ain't going to dunk it, though. Oh.
You don't need to, man. That guy can't block a shot.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you something. Carmelo and John Stockton rolling over their grave. Come on, man.
dominating.
Uh-oh.
Up.
He killed Shaq in his day.
Woody, I'll tell you.
And LeBron off the inbounds.
I'm telling you, man. Come on.
Come on, what?
And I disagree with these guys.
And what?
No. Listen, I'm not saying you avoid anybody, but you have to find, like, they're going to be at home either way in the first round. But I'm like, I'd want to play San Antonio instead of OKC in the second round.
You sound scared, Chuck.
No, listen, you're scared. You know, you're scared to get a dog.
That's what we're saying. That's exactly what we're
I've
saying.
said it 100 times that you sound scared. I want to play them rather
You
than.
can't avoid people to a championship.
Yes, you can't.
No, can I just say what I want to say?
You are.
Don't
We've
make me
heard it,
slap
but
the
go
hell out
ahead.
of you on television. I just think personally, the Spurs are an intriguing team. They've never been in the fire before. We don't know how they're going to react when they get in there. That's all I'm saying. Now, you know how OKC gonna react because they got the best team in the NBA. They're the deepest team in the NBA. But the Spurs,
And they're the reigning champions.
they're the reigning champs, but also
And you got to beat the champs to be the champs.
Listen,
but also,
Shaq, you know what that sounds like?
You get
Go get a dog. Go get a dog. Scared dog. Scared man.
Even with Victor Wembanyama, even with Victor Wembanyama.
Whoa!
man,
Victor who?
Wembanyama.
Okay, thank you.
Joker's still the best player in that series.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's up to you.
Mr. Officer, we don't want to play the Spurs.
We don't want to play this. We
You're
want to play
watching.
Spurs, just in case.
NBA halftime presented by Hyundai. Can he not run into the board
No,
tonight?
they didn't give me a chance to
He's
run.
not eligible
That's
for
that's
postseason
Phoenix
awards.
Tyler, y'all. Phoenix Tyler always tweets us.
About to take off. I was about to take. Come on, Chuck. Come on, Chuck. Come on, Chuck.
Sit back down and we'll go.
No, I ain't sitting back down. You late, brother. You late, brother. You late, brother. You late. You late. You late. I ain't sitting back down because it's hard to get down these stairs.
Oh, you're right, Francis and
Start for
Glendale.
the Wiz, yeah. Oh, Mr. Francis, Mr.
Come on, man.
Francis.
Y'all know I'm right.
So this MVP race, and again, familiar with the 65-game minimum to be eligible.
It's a two dogs race.
The other night, Wemby had some interesting thoughts on that 65-game thing.
Is there something that you wish people understood a little bit more about how much work goes into getting to 65?
So, Cade is ineligible for sure. How many games he played?
He was 63, 62. He was right there.
And he's still he's playing right now, isn't he? So if he plays today and in 2 days, he's eligible? No?
Luka's gonna be short.
Yeah, him and Luka. I mean, and who else? Anthony Edwards is not gonna make it either. It's an interesting question. It's a very interesting question. If those three aren't, I mean, especially Cade and Luka, if they aren't in the season awards, for sure it's not gonna reflect their impact on the season. But at the same time, in my opinion, it's good to have a threshold, a limit. Where do we need to put it? I don't know. It's a good question. Let me ask you a question. Like, what percentage of the season right now, without calculating how much 65 is, what percent of the season do you think should be the limit?
75, 80.
75, 80, okay.
2/3.
2/3, okay. 70?
Academic, 70% passing.
70%? So, you don't think it should be a limit? Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. If a guy plays 50 games, 35 minutes a game, that's 50 times 35. That's 1750, right? Am I right? Yeah. And if a guy plays 75 games at 20 minutes, it's 1500. So, it's not. I mean, it's a good view in my opinion to not have a limit. It's one opinion. 75% of the games, in my opinion, would be a logical thing, and that would be 61.5 games, right? So 62 games.
By the way, your math on all of those was spot on. You were calculating it as you were doing it. You're doing some numbers like David Robinson. Of course, the alien gets that.
So there's some interesting questions, but I think obviously I don't think there's going to be an exception made for this year. I think it would be somewhat unfair, but we'll see how it turns out.
I need Wemby to make me one of these charts for his.
Well, what we need to do is send all these badass American kids over to France to go to school. That's the first thing we need to do. All these dummies kids over here, we just sit there at the French.
You the one who was 170 starters.
Yeah.
Nobody else was doing that but you.
I don't have to worry about the numbers. Hey, listen, I've already made it. These other kids got to go to school. I ain't got to worry about nothing.
You got an issue
out.
with the 65-game thing?
No, I do not. It's the letter of the law, and whatever the NBA says, it should go. I've said for many years now, I don't know what the criteria of the MVP is. So if you're asking me who my MVP is, I'm going to say Victor Wembanyama or Jaylen Brown. And the reason is nobody expected them to do what they're doing now.
But is that what the award's about?
Yeah, most valuable player. Player is singular. It has nothing to do with team success and none of that. And I know we're going to have this argument. Most valuable player is singular. I'm the baddest guy in the league. Nobody can stop me. When the guy went down from Boston, nobody expected Jaylen Brown to do what he did. Nobody expected the system to be back for the San Antonio Spurs. So me, it's Victor Wembanyama and Jaylen Brown because
what has SGA done? What has SGA done to lose?
Hold on, nothing.
The honor he has already.
Nothing, but based on you guys' criteria, Boston is number 2 and Spurs is number 2. So he is the baddest guy in the league, and he's having team success, and nobody expected him to do what they did. So for me, it's Victor Wembanyama and Jaylen Brown. Shea Gilgeous is a bad boy. Joker is a bad boy. But you asking me my opinion, I'm telling you it's Victor or Jaylen Brown. I think
there
there
should
should
be
be
a
your
criteria.
criteria, my criteria.
No, I'm
Chuck.
talking about
So
this.
Get your hand off your face,
I'm
Chuck.
just like, you got to let the Steve Nash thing go, man. Yeah, that was 20 years ago. You got to let the Steve Nash thing go.
I'm just saying I don't know what the criteria for the MVP is.
Yeah, I think that there should be a
a
threshold one to be eligible for awards. 65 is a relative number, and that happened because of all the low management that was going on. They were like, okay, well, you don't want to play, we're not going to let you be eligible for awards. So I think it should be probably a minute and or game. So if you played 24 minutes a game, I'm going to do a Wemby, 24 minutes times 82, that's 1,968 games?
Well,
I mean, minutes?
Down. Stop it.
We got way too much math going on. in
No, I'm
this.
just saying. So, like, it should be one or the other. It should be. You could get if you hit a minute and you don't hit the games because you're playing 40 minutes a game.
Yeah, okay.
that would be fine too. But the other thing I would add about I would agree with Shaq. For me, the MVPs are Wembanyama or Jaylen Brown. Those two guys have taken not only their teams but themselves to different levels.
The Spurs
so
won
their
34
impact
games last year.
So Ernie, that's what I'm saying. Their impact on winning has been bigger because they might not have had the same impact as Shea and them having better talent.
Hey,
When
I'm
they're
not
both in the
first-
second
first-
spot.
They have better talent around.
I got no problem if somebody want to vote for Wemby or Jalen or Cade, whatever.
Well, Cade doesn't qualify.
He doesn't qualify, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying that if you
Yeah.
voted for him, Shea, in my opinion, I don't have a vote. What he's done, that team has the best record in the NBA.
By 2 games.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Best record.
His
2 games, don't matter.
How many games are his second best player missed?
He played a lot of that without Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams has probably missed 40 games. Whoever you vote for, but I don't think 65 games is a lot to ask, man. Shut the hell up. Y'all voted on that in the collective bargaining, and now y'all want to complain. If y'all wasn't sitting on your ass half the time sipping margaritas and stuff, they wouldn't have put the 65-game threshold in there. Shut the hell up. Y'all killing me.
Say it with your chest,
Come
Chuck.
on. They drive me crazy.
Apparently they are.